welcome back to another video. Today we're doing the Vivaro again. It's been a year since I saved it from the scrapyard. Now it's ready for its MOT again. So I'm just doing a little bit of MOT work. Got some bits to do under here. I've already got the wheel off. We need a new top mount, a new bottom ball joint, but I've got the whole arm and wire, and the CV boot cover is missing. As you can see under here, it's very dirty. That's because of the road I go to work in. But while I'm taking all this off, I'm putting a new drop link on and a new trap rod end. I had to replace the trap rod end on the other side because it was absolutely knackered, so I'm going to tune this side as well. So we're going to crack on with that and see how we go. Like I say, I've already done the other side. I've done all the same bits on the other side. New top mount, new bottom arm, new trap rod end, new drop links. And this side's had a new ABS sensor on, which I didn't film putting that in. But I've got to try and take it out without damaging it, hopefully. I should have really put that in after I'd done all this, but I was fed up seeing the ABS light on my dash, so I put that in a few weeks back. Right, so I'm going to start by taking off the brake caliper. I'm going to remove the brake caliper so I can take all this hub off, and the ABS sensor, so I can take all this hub off out of the way after I've undone the drop link and the suspension arm and the bottom ball joint, and then I'm going to remove the tie rod, the drop link, the suspension arm. Then we can change the top mount, get the bottom arm in while this is all out of the way, just to make it that bit easier. So yeah, let's go. Let's try that. It might not go bad to plan that way. I don't know if it's the screen or there just seems to be glare on. I don't know if it's glare. I don't know if there's a bit of dirt on the camera. 1 second. That's better. Right. So yeah, we'll try and get this off. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, that's not very tight. That's good. Oh, almost. See how many stubborn bolts I get. I know on the other side, it was a pain. Plenty of meat on them. They're not going to need changing anytime soon. Get this carrier off. People screaming at me in the comments, you don't need to take that off there. No, I don't have to, but I am. Just making my life a hell of a lot easier. Just need somewhere to put the caliper. Need something to stand it on. Can't fasten it to that because yeah. Right, next job. Let's get this ABS sensor out of the way so I don't break it. Just clips in the back of here. Take you out of there. Get you out of there. Right. So let's get that out of the way. Put you down there out of the way. Right, next job. This is a Can't remember the size. Is it 32? Yes, it is. So that off. Right, that's that one off. Right, this track rod end. And 14, 16 mil. Oh, 17. Yep, 17 mil. Oh, that come off easy. Not come out, not so much. Right, that's that out. Is that going to come off? Yes, oh, winner. Last side I had to cut this off. I'm going to get his track back up anyway, so I'm not worried about counting. These were only put on last year. But like I said, the other side was absolutely knackered. This one is not too bad. Keep that for spare, just in case. Right. Next, let's take, let's loosen this off. What size is that? I think it's a 21. Yes, it is. Again, that come up easy. So did that. Oh, it's looking like a good day. Oh, but now I'm just cursing myself. I have had these soaking in WD for the last few days, so it has helped. Right. Come on, get out. Right then, let's get this off altogether now. Where's my jack? Let's get some support under there. What size is that? 12. Get back in your box. Because I do not want to lose anything. I'd already started loosening this off for day. Is that coming off? Or is it just spinning? I think it's just spinning it all. Not messing about today. Safety first, squint goggles on. Out of the way. Right, let's start off. But like I say, if I show you here, that is absolutely knackered anyway. So it don't really make much difference that I've cut it off. So let's trap rod end off now. No doubt I'll have to cut these off because I always do every time, and I haven't got 5mm Allen key because I've lost it. Oh no, that'll come off all right, that one. I got 70. That's that off. So it's not too bad. I say they've only been on a year, but for how much they cost, and I'm changing everything in here anyway, I'll just replace them because this van's got to last me a long time. Right, next is I need to screw. Oh, you can see, I'll show you this. You can see how dirty and the road is, how much dust and that crap is in here. But I'm not using this van to go to work in anymore. Purely for fact, one, it's just cost me nearly £400 in parts, and two, I'm turning it into a day van, which videos will follow after I've done this and got the MOT done. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe, follow along. I'm working on the T4 at the moment. We part way through that, so that'll be another video. I don't know if the video is going to be before or after this one, because I'm just working on them both as and when parts arrive. Like I say, this is going in for its MOT next week, if I can get it back running right, as long as nothing goes wrong today. Obviously then I'll take it for an MOT. If it needs anything else, I'll get that fixed. Right, let's try again. I've got a socket on this time. Oh. The only downside is it's that big. That's what she said. I can't. Why? I'm going to keep fighting with this. You don't want to watch me keep swearing, so I'll come back to you when I've got it off. Right, so it's currently the next day. After that last clip, there was a lot of swearing. I couldn't get this bolt out. It was solid. I got big bars on it. It was just, knuckles took a beating, and I just could not get it out. So I'd run out of WD-40. So I had to walk to my local MOT Factors, which is about a 20-minute walk from me. So obviously I couldn't drive because this to get some plus gas. They didn't have any. They only had WD-40, but they also had this stuff, which is a cheaper version of WD-40, but this is multi-purpose lubricant. So I literally I thought, well, I'll buy that. It's cheaper than WD-40 because it was about 13-14 quid for a can in that MOT Factors, whereas this was 4 quid. So I thought I'd give it a go. If not, then I'll order some plus gas off Amazon or get someone to give me a lift to screw fix or whatever. So anyway, I come back and cleaned it up with a wire brush on ended drill, and last night I just kept coming up and just dousing it in this stuff, top and bottom. Left it for a few hours, come back, did some more. Also borrowed a small 21mm socket because I ain't got one in my socket set. I've only got the deep one, and that kept slipping. Come up this morning, it's come off straight away. Literally got the bars on it, loosened it off, got the buzz gun on, zipped it off. So now, I mean, you can see in there how much stuff I've put in. But anyway, that's off now, so we can start rebuilding. Right then, let's get this bottom arm on. So here's the new one, there's the old one. I've got to take these 2 clips off, put them on there, because that's where the ABS sensor goes. So we'll get them off now and slide this back in. Right then, let's get this in here. So literally just slides in. Easy as that. Then the bolts from the top. That's that one in. This one up from the bottom. That one not on. I don't know if that's the right bolt. Let me go and look at the other side. On my phone. Right. That's that one. Right. This is a 21mm and all. Yep. So 21mm socket. Oh no, my gun's run out. Oh, put on charge. Right then, so get my battery on charge on my power bank in my van because I can't bother to run an extension from the house. So I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee while that charges, and then we'll crack back on. Right then, sorry for the changing audio. My microphone has just died, so that's on charge now. While I've been waiting for that to charge, I've fastened these up. I've changed this drive shaft. I've done it off camera because I needed to be quick so I didn't lose much gearbox oil. Pretty much all you do. 13mm spanner on a socket, right, on an extension, this one, and then another one on the end of that. Then 3 bolts there. You pull this plate and the drive shaft does pull straight out, and then it's just a case of putting it back in, fasten it back up again. So right now, get this top mount changed, and so we'll get this suspension arm off, and we can get all this rebuilt. To remove that, I've already loosened it off. It's just a 21mm spanner, 6mm Allen key. Just undo that bolt and it drops. So I'll put you down. Right, so now my GoPro's acting up. I'm not having much luck here, am I? It's just said battery low and turned off, but the battery's not low. So I'll just put you down. Around here. Right. That's that. I'll undo this bolt, drop this, and we'll get it changed. And here we go. Right then. So we've got this as part of the top mount. This one's not too bad. The other side absolutely gone. So all I've got to do is clamp the spring compressors, which I'm going to do now. I've just put them in place. Undo this bolt and collar, change that bearing for a new one, and then put it back together. So time for the bomb disposal team. As you see, it is not the bestest job like this. So that'll be loose enough now. Right. No, those fails. Step. Right. Oh, can you see me? When all these fails, use the buzz gun. So take that off. Cap. That is the old bearing. It's on its way. And that is the cap. What that sits into. So. Oh. You know, for help. Right then, so new bearing goes. That goes on. Yep. And there. That back on. Locker back on. That's that one. And then it's just the case. And doing these clamps. Make sure bring it seated properly. which it's not. Right, to get this suspension arm back in, because I'm on my own, I can't hold it and physically do that, so I'm going to start building this all back up with partly, and use the jack to hold it in place. So yeah, let's get that kind of built. Just use jack to take weight to this arm, because as soon as I put this up back on, it's going to push it right down. I don't want to break it. This up back on. Get this back in here. Right, that's the bolt for that. Drive shaft comes with a new bolt as well. New nut, sorry, not bolt. I'm not going to fasten it up because I don't know if this is actually going to work. But we'll try. Ouch. Get it up. That's going to have to come down a lot. Right, drop this jack down. Oh, I really need someone to help me on jobs like this. Jesus, right, bolt for that idea. It's actually right in place. Right. Oh, ouch. Oh god. This is going to be right fun, isn't it? How am I going to do this? Yeah, come on. I don't want to. Come on, you. Ouch, fingers. Right, so that's in there. So, if I line that up and jack this up, I don't think it's going to work. No. Right, that one. that's better. Right, now, if I jack it up now. Let's check the top. Yes, we're in. Right, that's seated correctly. Looks like it, so I'm glad jumped over. Right, that's that, so top. So now I've got this, which goes, I think it goes that way. That's why it come off. Yeah, that goes that way. On there, can you see? And then we've got the new nut, which goes on there. And then again 6mm Allen key on top. And then just tighten that up. Sorry that you can't really see what I'm doing, but you get the picture. That's it. There. So that is the top one fitted. Get rid of all these old nuts and bolts. What's that for? Oh, that's for that. Right, so while we're here, actually. That goes on top of there, but not that it matters now. And then, oh, you spun round. Put this back in, just slot it wing there, into that hole. And then it's just a 10mm, I think. Yep. And then 10mm bolt holds it down. But yeah, if you've seen my other videos, you'll have seen this. Right, you don't need to see me do all this. I'm going to tighten all this back up. My GoPro's nearly dead, so I'm going to put it on charge. I'll tighten these, but I'll fix all these back up, and we'll come back when we're putting the track rod end on, drop link, brakes, etc. Right then, so that's all back together. I didn't film it because you've seen me do it before. Just get the wheel back on, get it booked in for its MOT next week, get it MOT'd, and I'll let you know before I finish this video if it passes or fails. Catch you later. Right then, so just got back from the MOT centre and it's failed. While it was on the ramp, MOT tester came out and handed me this, part of the rear spring. So, failed, I don't know if you can see that. Failed on both rear springs, and it's got an advisory for play in the steering rack inner joints near side front, which is just an advisory. I will get that sorted, but not today. I'll do that before I go and get it tracked up. But I've just nipped to the local motor factors, got a couple of springs, I'm gonna get them on now, try and get it back to the MOT centre today, hopefully get it passed. So let's get these on. Right, so I've got two bolts up here to take this shock absorber off, one this side, one this side, two 21mm. We'll just get these off. Right, so that's out. So if I load this jack now, this should lower this arm. Gets me access to them springs. that's fine. That's the suspension out of the way. Drop this. Should no, why won't this should drop? Why not coming down? This should drop. Now dropping down. Right, let's jack it back into the bottom. A bit more. Oh, I want it to come off them axle stands. Should come out of them. Yep, that's it. I didn't have to jack high enough. Right, so here's the old one. That is the broken one. This one's slightly broken as well. So let's get these new ones in. Right then, so here's the new springs against the old ones. As you can see, it's that bit missing off that, and the bottom missing off that one. So let's set these up. So let's get these back in and get it to the MOT centre. Right then, so I've just got back from MOT garage. I managed to get it in for a retest and it's passed, finally. So that's it for the end of this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. The next video should be on the T4. We've almost got the gearbox back in on that, so that shouldn't be too far before that's finished. And then I'm going to crack on, get this clean and start turning it into a day van. I've got a few bits to do to it beforehand. I'm going to fit a reverse camera, so that video will be coming, and I'm going to build a roof rack from scratch, put alt lights and stuff on, out of Unistrut. So if you want to see that, again, subscribe, follow on with that, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one.